Hello, it's Kale1001, and welcome to another Halloween review. And again, happy Halloween. I've got some bad news. First of all, I will not be able to do my top 13 list tonight, which is my plan. But I will be able to do it tomorrow if that's okay. But heck, I've wanted to do this for my entire Halloween review. So, and as you can tell by the title, it's the one probably my most anticipated, if you call it anticipated. And it went Elm Street. Yeah, this is a really hit and miss series. I'm not doing the remake of Freddy vs. Jason, just so you know. I'm just going to do the original 7 films. The reason why I've already done the remake, I've already done Freddy vs. Jason, so I'm not doing them. I mean, I might just give myself out something, but anyway, let's dive into this. Like I said, this series was a really big hit and miss. It had some good movies, very great, massive, and it just when it gets to bad, it was fucking horrendous. So yeah, we'll have actual cover, so let's just start continuing to speak out the world. We'll start off with, well, of course, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, you may hate me for this, but this is possibly one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. You know what? No, not one of the best, possibly the best horror movie I've seen. This marked me as a kid when I was young. I'm not scared easily. I'm not scared easily, especially these horror movies. I mean, this is what you call true horror. This right here, not this paranormal activity bullshit, but this right here was horror. Scared the shit out of me. It stars Heather Langenkamp, John Saxon, Amanda Wyeth, and a very young Johnny Depp, which I'm told they get a shot. This is his first movie, so look at what he became. He became Captain Jack Sparrow. um, but these do tend to happen. It's directed by none other than Wes Craven, the director of the Scream movies. Um, so yeah, what can I say? The plot is about this burnt man, Freddy Krueger, who used to kill little kids when he was younger. He was burnt, however, by the parents for revenge, but this didn't kill him, of course, and he came back to seek revenge on the children of the parents who murdered him. And so was Freddy Krueger born. It falls around the 14 angels, Nancy, and our friends, as they get picked up one by one by the mysterious Freddy Krueger. Will Nancy will defeat this monster? Spoilers, she does, but only temporarily. This, I can't really describe it. You have to watch it. I'm not going to spoil the actual movie for you, except from that there, but if you expect something different, yeah, but this is just fucking man. This is just a great movie. And this is why, I mean, this is probably one of the first movies that made me get into horror. If it was this movie, I'd probably not even be doing these reviews right now. Freddy, for the fucking money. Jason's better, but and then I'll give this movie a perfect 10 out of 10. Very rarely do I give movies that. I wish I could say the same for the sequel though. The sequel, how do you go from a big masterpiece to a disaster piece? A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Freddy's Revenge? He only appeared like 10 fucking minutes in the movie. Ugh, I just hate this movie. I'm sorry. Uh, Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger in the first one, returns to reprise his role. Alright, we also have Matt Patton playing Jesse. I really think he's gay, straight, I have no idea, but I have no idea. This movie was just stupid beyond belief. Although it does have Hope Lang and the girl that playing the mother and father, so that's pretty good. But this movie was just terrible. It involves Freddy trying to get returned by going possessing this Jesse kid. And no, I know, I don't even care. It's just a terrible fucking movie. Not one. I will admit, it does have some great atmospheric directing. Well, it still has. This is possibly the last. This and the third one were the last real directing scary ones. But even then, I wasn't scared. I was like, ah, this is bullshit. For the entire fucking movie, this movie is just crap beyond belief. Crap. It takes place 5 years, so I must admit. See if you go. Another thing is, see if you go from the first to the third one. This one doesn't even get mentioned. It doesn't even get mentioned. You completely know it, and that's a great thing. So just skip this movie and go straight to the third one, and believe me, it's worth it. So that was Freddy's Revenge. They also go into the film that really redeemed it, and it's a great sequel in general, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. All fans say it's the best sequel. I have no disagreement there. It's a great sequel. Oh, by the way, the last one's a 3 out of 10, just to get this out. It does have a couple of problems though. I don't know why. It's just sort of just not like giving me a 9 or something like that. Maybe it's the performances. I'm not too keen with performances. No, the story I guess is cool, but it's something good. It just doesn't really catch my attention. But yeah, this is like I said, it's still a great movie. I love the characters. The characters are brilliant. I must admit, I love the characters. But the characting, I just don't know. It stars Rob England, of course. Henry Langham returns to her to Private Rose Nancy. Um, Patrick Arquette, who's actually David Arquette, who played Dewey in Scream's older sister, and Morpheus from The Matrix. Lauren Fishburne appears in it. So all good. But it revolves around. I don't know how long it takes after the first one. Maybe a couple of years. I don't know. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. It takes place a few years after it, and it's about the last surviving teenagers of Elm Street, or the original Elm Street children, and all going to his clinic and all that because he's having dreams. And of course, what it's ready to do, he picks them up one by one. But it has some great, really creative deaths and some great visuals for its time. And Freddy's just fucking evil as fucking as hell. But again, as the movies went on, it became more comedic, so it's not really scary. But this is probably the last actual scary one. The direction, the directing was great. I love the little stylish directing. So yeah, and the ending's pretty. Wow. I'm not going to spoil that actual ending, but you'll have to see it for yourselves. So Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is an 8 out of 10 for me. It's just some things really don't know what it is, but some things really grab my attention. But here's a sequel that did. A lot of people don't like this movie, but I don't know why. This is my favourite sequel. And no, it's not only because it was released on my birthday, it's because I just love it. It's just a nice sequel. I mean, I think the characters even better than the third one, which is pretty good. Well, okay, not the characters, but I love the character. She does do a great job taking over Nancy's role. I love the character. I don't like what he did to Patrick Arquette's character, though, so. But I do like the sequel. It's Robert Englund returns. Lisa Wallach plays Alice, who's actually really there's a sorry, Ugh. What we got? Thing. Sorry, but she takes over the loop now. And of course she gets but and doesn't Patrick doesn't return to play what's the character? Who cares? She'll find out later. And it's actually Tuesday night now. She actually recorded the song in what was scene, so um, it takes place about maybe a year after the third one. You know what? I really can't say this bit without spoiling it, so I'm not going to say it. So it takes place about a year after it. And it's this new group of teenagers that Freddy failed to kill, and he gets resurrected from the end movie. So, yeah, cool. So yeah, A Nightmare on Elm Street is really a great sequel. I love the new references. It does be more creative, but the death scenes are the best of probably the series. An 8.5 for me, an 8.5 out of 10. Great sequel, great sequel. The best sequel in the series, and one of the best horror sequels I've seen. Maybe. But how do you go from that to this? A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Actually, I like to call A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 to Nightmare on Elm Street 5 The Dream Trilogy because it's kind of a trilogy. It continues after that. I know I've dreamed it, so. But this one, what the fuck? Because this is when you're saying about a third chapter in the trilogy, what do you think is going to happen? It failed on every level. However, Robert Englund does return, so this is a well hot character. But this time, in order for Freddy to exact his revenge, he goes inside the impregnated Alice. He's put souls into the baby. I really don't know. There's only 3 deaths in this. I'm not going to tell you what the deaths are, but some of them were. I'm just pure and cheesy. But there's one character in this. It basically reminds me of me. I don't know who the character was, but it's basically me. It's a comic book character. He just loves reading comic books. It's basically me. We all that's one thing I like about Elm Street series. They always have the characters exactly like you. Robert Englund does return, like I said, and he's probably one of the good things. But his makeup is fucking horrendous. It's the worst makeup in this one of the worst makeups in the series. Ooh, just look at that. No. So yeah, it's a huge step down, a huge letdown. A 6 out of 10 maybe. It does have some enjoyable factors, but that's it. And then we come to the infamous Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. You're all gonna be shocked when I think of this movie. I like it. I actually like this movie. No, don't get me wrong, it's a horrible fucking movie. It's probably the worst in the stage, but it's one of those movies that I hate myself for liking them. It's everyone hates it, and yet I like it. I don't know why. It's just got some enjoyment into it. When I laugh, when something funny happens, I laugh. I laugh. I loved this movie when I was a kid, and I still love it to this day. Robert Englund still returns though, and the plot is just stupid. I'm not even going to try and explain it. It's Freddy's now. It's revolves around Freddy's daughter now. All right. Did he rape her? I don't know. We've got some great front film stars, really. Robert Englund and Lisa Zane plays his daughter. We have Tom Arnold, Rosie, Tom and Rosie Arnold that co-star in it. It's just two random people. Alice Cooper plays Freddy Krueger's adoptive stepfather. Wow, and Johnny Depp returns. Ah, how the fuck the crappy movie gets up there? There's guest stars. Well, who knows? But that wasn't. I'm not really going to explain the plot because it's just stupid, but it's enjoyable. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 because I do enjoy it. I enjoy the movie for some apparent reason. It's one of those movies. If I didn't enjoy this movie, I'd probably give it a 2, probably a 1. And then we come to the final chapter in this, and this is Wes Craven's Nightmare, who's going to put a great closure to the series. A lot of people don't like this movie because they think it's confusing. Why is it confusing? Go watch Scream. That's got like it's just as confusing as that, and yet it's equally good. But it's not as good. To be clear that. And they do bring it a good closure. Wes Craven returns to direct the season, and Robert Englund returns, and so is Henry Langenkamp. Um, and John Saxon makes a few appearances. It's like it makes Freddy scary again, and they do a good job. He's like Dracula. Um, it's just like it's a creepy movie, and this is what I like to call the origin of Scream. This is what kind of concept of Scream becomes what it is. See, if the only way Freddy versus Ghostface could work is if you have this Freddy right here, versus the Ghostface. And you know what else would be quite good? See if you can't do a Freddy vs Jason 2, they should do Wes Craven's remake there, Robert Englund versus the remake, because it's a remake. I want to see that. I want to see that. That would be fucking awesome. And have Robert Englund kick his ass. So I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. It's a really and it's just a proof of the most popular villains in Starfader. I'm going to close this off before I hit the 15-minute mark. Like I said though, I'm not going to do the top 13 because it really is getting quite late in my country. So I apologise, but at least I got a Nightmare on Elm Street, and this is the final chapter of my Halloween series. At last, I don't have to worry about dates, and I can lose them anytime I want to. Although this one will be released tomorrow, so after that, I don't care when they get released. Oh yeah, and yesterday was my 1 year anniversary. So I really hope you really enjoyed this reviews. It did feel sort of rushed, unlike something like I don't know. So I'm going to drag this on. Um, I really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow. One thing I must ask though, how the fuck did I get 240 views for my Chainsaw Massacre? Anyways, to my subscribers, thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you. I only have 4. Hopefully I get more. And as Mr. Kruger would say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.